My name is Dr. Elias Lunsford, and I'm a postdoc at the Paris Brain Institute, and I'm coming from the United States, where I grew up in the Seattle area in Washington State, in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. I received my bachelor's in biology and ecology from Seattle Pacific University in Seattle, Washington. And after that, I took a few years where I worked multiple jobs spanning from medical research to craft brewing, even taught coral reef ecology to college students in Belize. But I always knew that I wanted to pursue a career in research, so then I attended grad school to pursue my PhD at the University of Florida's Whitney Laboratory for Marine Biosciences. There is where I studied and gained an expertise in sensory biology and neuroscience. During my PhD, I closely followed the research coming from Paris Brain Institute, so it was a really exciting opportunity to come and interview and then receive an offer for the position here. So I knew it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take both my son and my wife and join me here in Paris. My specialization is in the study of sensory neuroscience, or more specifically, how sensory systems such as hearing, taste, touch, or smell are able to detect information from the world around you and send that information to the brain. More specifically, my current work is researching how the brain processes sensory information to then activate neurons that are essential for movement. Ultimately, my findings will provide an understanding of how the brain accurately selects an appropriate response to sensory stimulation. In other words, I'm ultimately looking for the fundamentals that lend ourselves to unconscious decision-making in the brain. Paris Brain Institute is such a great place to work, and my team alone, it's very international and interdisciplinary. We have representatives of developmental biology, we have anatomists, geneticists, and people like myself, like physiologists and physicists, which then leads to a very creative and productive space with multiple perspectives. And what that allows is for me to then tackle really challenging questions of neuroscience that you can't really do in another space. Living in Paris is such a great experience, both for myself and my young family, and I am constantly reminding myself about the fact that people travel from all over the world to see what Paris has to offer. And I have the good fortune and the blessing, really, to then be on my commute home and see the Eiffel Tower while I've got a warm baguette tucked under my arm. Living in Paris now, of course, we are quite far from where I grew up, so where my family resides and my wife's family. So yeah, it is difficult being away, and that is something we miss, being close to family and friends. But that being said, on a positive note, living in Paris now, people are more than happy to abuse our guest room and come visit us regularly and see what Paris has to offer, and it's quite fun to show them around. Thank you for listening.